think actually we're just, we're well into an age now where people are appreciative of the fact that giving over their data or having data collected on their behaviour is actually translating into better experiences. Financially, it kind of creates an efficiency, I think, on both sides that's fair. And I think that's something that lots of businesses are picking up on as a result of this year and of COVID.
I think the big answer to this is around uncertainty and coping with uncertainty. I think you could talk about the specifics of the event and the impacts it's had and the way that businesses have responded to it. But overall, it's all about recognising that however certain you think the future is, it really isn't. So that blows out into a whole series of consequences.
Well, we've been talking about changing times in consumer-facing businesses for the last decade, and we didn't really know what changing times meant until this year. And I think the primary lesson that we all need to keep in mind is that agility and flexibility is not focused on one specific goal, and so there's no one transformational objective for any business. I think the transformational objective should be the development of the capability to flex.
Going forward, I think digital strategy generally has got to be all-encompassing from this point forward. I think the realization with isolation and lockdowns and changes through 2020 has been that the supply chain, the B2B elements, the logistics elements, not just consumer-facing, the enterprise elements of any business need to be digitally transformed.
I think from a digital standpoint, that transition is either occurring or about to occur. And I think that what most organisations will do is, whilst they're lifting up the hood, so to speak, of their tech and moving it from on-prem into the cloud, I am sure they will take an opportunity to transform where possible.
I don't know what the average business is doing, but I know everybody has to adapt. If I look at our own business, I think the shift to remote working, so our business is actually based significantly on people visiting sites, client sites. Okay, so obviously without the possibility of travel, the actual business model was potentially undermined. You cannot send people on site, but the companies adapted very quickly in adopting remote technologies, remote presence, remote inspection, remote surveying technologies, and much faster than anyone could have hoped for. So to some extent, the change there has been one of both cultural, so you don't need to travel, you can use technology, but also one of I guess the foundations of how business is conducted. But also, interestingly, this shift towards more remote work has been enabled by essentially a big upgrade of our IT system. So more things were online.